Hi and welcome to VELOGPS. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Mio Cyclo 505HC and exploring exactly what comes in the box. So having opened up our retail packaging, inside we find the Cyclo 505 and some product registration details. Okay, so taking a look at what comes in the box, we can see that the HC bundle is quite a full package. First of all, we have the 505 head unit in the middle here. We then have the obligatory user manual. We then have a mount for mounting the 505 to either your handlebar or stem, depending on your preference. On the right we have a wall charging socket with a mini USB socket on the end, used for charging the 505, and a USB to mini USB data cable, again used for transferring data or charging the unit. Moving on, and at the top we have a heart rate strap with monitor attached to it, and then finally we have a combined speed and cadence sensor with the associated wheel and crank magnets and a selection of zip ties for securing the sensors in place. Before you use your 505 for the first time, you're going to need to make sure that it's fully charged. In order to do this, you can either use your USB to mini USB charging cable from your PC or laptop, or the wall-mounted plug with a mini USB connection on the end. In order to connect the cables, you'll need to lift this neat little rubber flap on the rear of the 505 to expose the mini USB port. And once you've finished charging, the most important thing to then remember is to ensure that the flap is properly seated back into the unit, because this is what keeps the moisture and wet weather out. Okay, we're now going to look at how you attach the 505 to your bike. This is carried out via this neat little mounting system which sits on top of either your handlebars or your stem, depending on your preference, and is secured in place via two robust zip ties. In order to attach the 505, you need to line up two little tabs on the rear with the slots that you'll just notice here, and then twist the unit through 45 degrees to secure it in place. So we'll just show you that now. So you slot it in, and then twist through 45 degrees, and it's very securely held in place. Okay, we're just going to finish off by taking a look at the controls on the Cyclo 505, which are a combination of a single button located on the front here and a touch sensitive screen. So looking at the button first of all, this is used for turning the 505 on or off, as well as a back button to navigate back from any of the pages or menu options that you might have selected. So moving on and taking a look at the touch sensitive screen, it's simply a case of selecting from the menus that you see displayed, and here we've brought up the dashboard, which we would use for providing information and recording a basic ride. So we have the record button down the bottom here to start and stop, and then we have two arrows to navigate between other pages that you may have, such as the map page or the elevation page. So here we have 7 data fields displayed. Now if you wanted to adjust the number displayed or any of the parameters, that's really easy to set up. So if we go back to the main menu and select settings, it's simply a case of selecting dashboard, and the screen that we had displayed was info 1. So if we just bring that up, now to change any of the parameters, all you need to do is just touch the screen and hold for a couple of seconds, and when you lift off it will bring up a list of fields that you can choose from. So GPS speed, which we want to set it back to, is under the general options, and if we just scroll down using the arrow here, we can see that there we have GPS speed, and we'll just select that. But if you wanted to change the number of data fields displayed, just to keep the screen nice and neat, you just click on the number in the middle, and then we can choose, let's have 6 instead of 7, shall we? And there we go. So it's as simple as that, and then we can navigate back to the main menu. So as you can see, it's a very effective and simple navigational tool. Okay, that concludes our introduction into the Mio Cyclo 505. If you've liked this video, be sure to check out our other videos featuring the 505, which include track navigation, or subscribe to our channel, VELOGPS The Inner Tube, where we have a range of videos featuring all of the leading cycle GPS units.